Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Horror Corner. I'm your host, Sean Patrick Urshan, and today's we're going to talk a little bit about, the news that Disney has decided to drop their physical media. They're not going to release movies on DVD and Blu-ray and all that, and 4K and stuff. And, you know, my question to you guys is this like the death knell of physical media? And I'll give you my thoughts. I have to say it kind of is, because I think once Disney, the monster of all media, really does that, I think a lot of the other companies are gonna follow suit and not release their movies on Blu-ray and DVD anymore and 4K. And that's sad. I mean, I suppose we've seen it coming now for a while. I mean, when you go into stores now, like Target, you just see one tiny little shelf of movies and stuff. Or when you go to Best Buy, some Best Buys don't even have any movies anymore, Or you might get one with one little shelf again. Walmart is kind of doing a little down even. It's dying slowly, and it's been dying slowly for a long time, but I think this is going to be the beginning of the end of all physical media as far as releasing films on DVD and Blu-ray and 4K and all that. I do think this is the beginning of the end. It might take a while, might take a couple years, but and maybe at some point there might be a little resurgence like there is for records nowadays, where it's kind of a nostalgia thing. Ooh, look, DVDs are back, and there'll probably be something like that down the road 20 years from now. But uh, I think eventually movies are just gonna release right onto streaming platforms. Like big movies released in theaters will have their theatrical run, and then once that's over, it'll go straight to the streaming networks. And yeah, that's sad in a way for me, someone who's a collector. I love to collect movies. I like to see cool releases like steel books and, um, releases that have all kinds of special features and making of documentaries. I mean, you're not going to see a whole lot of that on physical media, on the streaming networks, I mean. If you do, it'll be harder to find. You might have to watch YouTube or something. Um, yeah, but it's definitely sad. If I want a physical media release, I'm gonna have to rely on online, and people probably jack up the prices to buy a Blu-ray online stuff. Like Amazon or whatever. And that sucks. It really does. For collectors like me and others out there. So many people on YouTube that are big collectors of physical media. Um, yeah, it just sucks. I mean, but I suppose we should have seen this coming, a long time ago. But yeah, I truly do think this is the beginning of the end. Another big thing is what about people that are making independent films, and it's going to be hard for them. I know once a physical media release comes out for them, it's like something that you'd be proud of. Like, yeah, we got a Blu-ray out now. We got our movie on DVD. We're gonna put it on the shelves and sell our movie. Um, but when independent movies release straight to streaming platforms, like how are they gonna make money? Really, it's gonna be difficult for them to make money off that. Because not every independent film is going to be released in film festivals and stuff. Even if they are, they'll be praying that they get noticed, somehow. It's going to be more difficult for them, I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this um, story about Disney stopping their physical media releases? And thank you guys for joining me, Sean Patrick Urshan, in the Horror Corner. Tune in and stay scared.